What's going on, everyone? Another day, new month, new week, new opportunities. I took a trade this morning on NQ. I took a long, ended up being a nice size winner, a very good winner. Really good setup. My first trade of the month. So, like I always do with my trade reviews, I kind of just wanted to hop on and go over everything from my thesis, from higher time frame analysis to exit and to trade management. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, first and foremost, just to start, uh, the entire thesis around this specific long setup this morning came because we had the sweep of these daily lows yesterday. Okay, and at these daily lows from yesterday, there was an SMT here where NQ was able to sweep these lows and ES failed to do so. Following the sweep of the lows, we had a displacement higher. And then the one thing that I wanted to see coming into today when I sat down at my desk was this fair value gap right here. Okay. This fair value gap to me coming into today was my line in the sand after the sweep of this internal sell side liquidity right here. Why was this the line in the sand? Because if NQ or the market in general had decided to hold on to this fair value gap, and we came in and I came into the to today, and this was just like this, and I can see that we were respecting this bearish fair value gap, I might have wanted to create a plan that brought us back down to these lows right here for maybe ES to catch up, or just if NQ and the market overall wanted to go lower after this S&T at the highs. But because we ran through this fair value gap coming into today when I sat down at my desk, my thesis is now bullish because this is a change in order flow from bearish to bullish for me. So now that I know that, the next thing that I'm looking for in my framework is to see the story from between the Asia and the Asia and London kill zones. I want to see if the Asia low was swept during London, and I want to see if it possibly held. So when I got to the desk around 8:30, I noticed that there was no sweep of the Asia low during the London session. But the thing is, there was no low swept on NQ, but there was on ES. Okay, so this low was swept. So this is creating a bullish S&T for us now. Okay, so I have my bullish thesis. I have my bullish analysis. Now I understand where price is probably going to manipulate to at the New York Open, just because I now see this bullish SMT. Because this SMT happened, I don't want to see NQ go lower and sweep out these London lows. I want to see these as protected lows, and I want to see Asia act as the low of day. So because I'm now expecting this London low to be held, I'm expecting a New York expansion. And with New York expansion, the one thing that I want to see right at market open, if we run this back, I want to see an internal manipulation into sell side liquidity. So a significant area of sell side liquidity that we have right here. Okay. And then you can see right before market open, we have these relatively equal highs for buy side. Okay. So now that we have these relatively equal highs, I know that London low is going to be protected. I know that if we do manipulate lower, I want to see us manipulate lower into this area right here. I now have my framework. I have my smooth edges. I have my higher time frame bias. I have my smooth edges to target in direction of the drawn liquidity, and I have my daily profile and what to look for intraday. So now, all I'm doing at 9:30 open is I want to see a manipulation lower into sell side liquidity first. Why? If I'm looking for buy side to get traded to, I first want to see an internal manipulation into sell side liquidity. We must do the fake move before we do the real move. So because we get this fake move first, I'm now interested in taking and entering a long position. If NQ had immediately opened up and went straight to buy side. I'm hands off for the day because my daily objective had already been taken. Um, we could have also gotten up to yesterday's high, but this is the relatively equal highs that I wanted to target. So now that we have the manipulation lower, I'm now looking for my internal model. And we have our internal model right here. Okay, we have our change in the state of delivery. We have a inversion fair value gap right here on the 1 minute that got ran through. Then we have a rebalance back into the 1 minute change in the state of delivery. Okay, so I ended up where am I at? Right here. I ended up entering my long at the test of this change in the state of delivery with my stop below the protected low, and then I targeted the highs. Nice little 2 to 1, or yeah, 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio. This was before data release at 10 a.m. But my thing is, I had my plan in place, my trigger happened, I had my stop loss in place. The only thing left for me to do is allow that trade to work out. Whether it's a loss, whether it's a win, I've accepted my risk. And if it was a loss, then I just move on to the next trade. But I think this was a good setup for me to take before the red folder news, because I often notice that sometimes when the model is already being created right before red folder news is just going to take us to the draw on liquidity. And we can see at 10 a.m. we left this low, this protected low right here, because this was the last low to get swept internal sell side liquidity, and then we move higher to the relatively equal highs. And then now it seems to be that we are going for the previous day's high of day right here. But overall, this morning, this was a great setup. First trade of the month. This is the framework that I look for every single day. I'm gonna repeat it every single video. It's simple. Find your higher time frame narrative. Is the market expected to expand lower or higher? Look for relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows in the direction of the drawn liquidity. 9:30 open. Wait for manipulation in the opposing direction of the draw on liquidity. Okay. And then the other big thing first that I kind of want to like give you guys a tip on is when you're coming into the day, it's not just a matter of did Asia sweep buy side or did London sweep buy side or sell side from the Asia session. Look at the higher time frame. What is the higher time frame telling you? Like, what is it putting right in front of your face? And this is clear as day. There's a sweep of sell side. We have a inversion fair value gap right here on the 4-hour chart. So where can I expect price to at least run for today? Higher to yesterday's high. We have the significant high right here after this inversion fair value gap. It's just taking the context clues and then just taking the dumb clear setup whenever it does happen. But the main part is being patient and waiting for that dumb clear setup to happen. But overall, this was a great trade, great setup to start the month. I'm going to continue to keep on doing these trade reviews and going over my framework that I look for every single day. And hopefully, I really hope that it's helping you guys. But other than that, I will talk to you guys next time, and good luck trading.